Welcome back to Shogun's Base, your go-to spot for all things anime, manga, and beyond. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Today, we're diving into the world of Kimetsu no Yaiba to talk about one of its most formidable and beloved characters, Gyomei Himejima. Gyomei Himejima, the Stone Hashira, is a character that stands out not just for his immense strength, but also for his deep compassion and unique backstory. Whether you're a longtime fan or just getting started with Demon Slayer, we've got all the details you need to understand why Gyomei is such an integral part of the story. He is a Demon Slayer of the Demon Slayer Corps, and the current Stone Hashira also serves as the mentor of Genya Shinazugawa. Gyomei is a hulking figure among the Demon Slayers. He is one of the tallest characters in the series, easily towering over his fellow Hashira. He is powerfully built and extremely muscular. Gyomei embodies the gentle giant archetype, being surprisingly soft-spoken and sensitive, despite his outwardly intimidating appearance. He is also shown to be quite pious, carrying his prayer beads at all times and offering prayers in poignant situations. Most notably, Gyomei easily cries over the most insignificant things, accentuating his rather soft nature. This could be due to his love for all living creatures brought about by his religious upbringing, and insinuated when he felt so disgusted by beating up a demon that he would never forget that feeling for the rest of his life. Overall abilities. As a Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps, Gyomei is a very powerful and skilled combatant. He is stated by both Tanjiro Kamado and Inosuke Hashibara to be the strongest Demon Slayer in the entire Demon Slayer Corps. Additionally, Tenjin Uzui had once called Gyomei a complete enigma, which can either refer to his incredible physical prowess or his tremendous skill despite his blindness. This is further given credence by Kokushibo, who noted that Gyomei's natural physical abilities have been trained to their absolute peak and had stated that in the last 300 years, he has not encountered a warrior of Gyomei's caliber. He was also able to put up a fight against the strongest upper rank for a brief time without the use of his Demon Slayer mark, further showing the extent of his skill. Moreover, Kokushibo noted that Gyomei and Sanemi were two of the more highly skilled combatants, even among the ranks of the already powerful Hashira. After the fight, Gyomei, who was injured and slightly fatigued, was able to contribute greatly in driving Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King, into a corner. Tactical intellect. Gyomei has displayed keen intellect and judgment abilities while fighting. When fighting against Kokushibo, he realized that the upper rank was overpowering him in a way that was supernatural, but still could be obtained or countered somehow. When he gained access to the transparent world, he surmised that his eyes gave him the ability to access this special world as well and instinctively learned how to use this to his advantage, even going as far as to manipulating his own blood flow and breathing to disrupt Kokushibo's attacks. Upon seeing Muzan's special constitution, he immediately deduced that he needed to attack all 12 of his vital organs simultaneously to deal significant damage to him. Equipment. Nichiren chain flail and axe. Instead of a Nichiren katana, Gyomei wields a weapon similar to a Kuzurigama, consisting of an ono, axe, attached to a Chijiriki, flail, via a long chain. Still, the weapon is forged from the same steel used in the creation of Nichiren swords. Its craftsmanship in particular is noted for being incredibly high class, being made of pure iron that has absorbed so much sunlight. It was considered even superior to the iron used to forge swords during the Sengoku period, when swordsmithing was at the peak of development. Even upper rank one, Kokushibo, could not cut through the chain and was forced to instead resort to long-range combat. As noted by Kokushibo, this weapon is very well thought out, as the vibrations created by the chain can be picked up by Gyomei's acute sense of hearing to accurately grasp the space and movements around him, further enhancing its effectiveness in battle. On the hilt of his axe, the words Destroyer of Demons, Uruguaykimimipsashachu Aki Mesatsu, are carved. Demon Slayer abilities. Demon Slayer mark. Later during his battle against upper rank 1, Gyomei displayed that he too has awakened his mark, appearing as cracked earth fissure-like patterns on both of his forearms. When activated, it drastically increases his physical abilities, such as his strength, speed, and stamina, allowing him to fight the upper rank for an extended period of time. Bright red Nichiren. During the battle against Kokushibo, Sanemi strikes Gyomei's spiked flail with his sword, turning both of them briefly bright red, allowing him to destroy Kokushibo's head. Later in the battle against Muzan, Gyomei turned his weapons bright red again by striking them together. Transparent world. Despite being blind, Gyomei gained the ability to access to the transparent world and can predict his opponent's movements and sense them naturally. Repetitive action. Created by Gyomei, this is a technique which maximizes concentration in a similar way to total concentration breathing by remembering a painful memory. Gyomei is shown to use this extensively during his training and presumably while in combat too. Physical abilities. Immense speed and reflexes. Despite Gyomei's large build, he possesses tremendous speed and reflexes. He is said to be the third fastest runner among the Hashira. Gyomei's incredible speed was put on display during his fight against Kokushibo, where he is able to easily move his body around to avoid all of his attacks, the upper rank even remarking that the belying ease and grace that he moved with was almost too absurd to believe. Gyomei was also able to keep up with Kokushibo for the entire duration of the fight, putting pressure on him with the help of Sanemi, Michiro, and Genya. Later, he was capable of keeping up with the blistering movement speeds of the Demon King himself, Muzan, for a good portion of the fight. Immense stamina and endurance. Gyomei possesses tremendous levels of physical endurance and stamina, so much so that his training during Hashira training focused on endurance. He was able to nonchalantly stand on ground that was on fire while carrying 2 massive logs being further weighted down by 4 large rocks, even calmly explaining the details of his training to Tanjiro and Zenitsu while doing so. He also displayed his superhuman levels of stamina and endurance during the fight against Kokushibo, where he was able to hold off the upper rank for the entire duration of the fight without significantly tiring on top of sustaining deep cuts all over his body. After getting one of his legs slashed off by Muzan, Gyomei was able to persist and continue contributing to the fight against the Demon King. Immense strength. Gyomei possesses the greatest level of physical strength in the entire Demon Slayer Corps, most notably showcased when he is able to easily lift and swing his massive spiked flail and axe, constructed from pure iron at speeds faster than the eye can see incessantly to thwart the attacks of Kokushibo. He was also able to push a large boulder bigger than him through a town with his bare hands. Gyomei also nonchalantly endured the weight of 2 massive logs on his back, further weighed down with 4 large rocks. According to Gyomei, he was naturally born with the gift of his incredulous physical strength, as shown when he subdued a demon that attacked him when he was a skinny teenager by beating it to a bloody pulp with nothing but his bare hands prior to him joining the Demon Slayer Corps and undergoing training. Supernatural abilities. Enhanced hearing. Due to being blind, Gyomei has compensated and alternated his senses to adapt to his condition, effectively developing a superhuman sense of hearing. His sense of hearing was so acute can accurately discern and interact with his surroundings normally, even engaging in high-speed combat with demons without trouble. More impressively, Gyomei was able to hear the sound of Muzan Kibutsuji's flesh regeneration during their brief confrontation, and used it to determine that he is unlike any demon he has ever faced based solely on the sound the Demon King gave off. Later during his battle with Upper Rank 1, Kokushibo noted that Gyomei uses the sound of his chains rattling to tell the exact position the chain is in and uses that to guide his axe and flail during combat. As seen during his conversation with Kokushibo regarding the Demon Slayer mark, Gyomei was able to accurately tell that he was lying by detecting the slight changes of the sound his body, with Gyomei noting that he heard the latter shake after revealing his deception. Fighting style. Kusarigama Jutsu. Unlike ordinary demon slayers who use swords in combat, Gyomei uses a spiked flail and axe reminiscent of a kusarigama, a weapon consisting of a scythe and heavy iron weight connected with a metal chain, and thus would use a similar fighting style known as Kusarigama Jutsu. As a Hashira, Gyomei is extremely proficient in combat and one of the most skilled combatants in the entire Demon Slayer Corps, particularly in this fighting style which can briefly match the likes of Upper Rank 1, Kokushibo, a demon swordsman who has nearly 5 centuries of swordsmanship experience. Moreover, he was also shown to be able to hold off Muzan and his blisteringly fast whips for an extended period of time, using his spiked flail to deliver powerful blows to the Demon King. Breathing style. Stone breathing. a breathing style Gyomei either mastered himself or learned from a cultivator. In his own version of this breathing style, Gyomei incorporates his superhuman sense of hearing and physical strength to utilize a spiked flail and axe to use its techniques. As the stone Hashira, Gyomei is his generation's most skilled stone-breathing user. He displayed mastery of stone breathing in his battle against Kokushibo, where he was able to unleash attacks that were able to match the demon's moon-breathing techniques. First form. Serpentinite bipolar. The user throws both the flail and axe towards their intended target and manipulates the chain by rotating it, thus causing the axe and flail to also rotate in order to drill and grind right through their target. Second form. Upper smash. The user throws both their axe and spiked flail for a pincer move before smashing down on the chain to cause the flail to then rebound and smash his target from afar. Third form. Stone skin. The user unleashes a series of slashes with their axe, deflecting nearby attacks. Fourth form. Volcanic rock, rapid conquest. The user manipulates both the flail and axe weapons at both ends of the chain by swinging the chain on both sides in order to strike their opponent using a two-pronged wide-ranged attack. Fifth form. Arcs of justice. The user utilizes a powerful barrage with their flail and axe, doing a great amount of damage. The axe is destined to hit first with the trajectory of the flail following from the opposite side and slamming into the opponent. Gyomei Himejima's journey from a compassionate caretaker to the indomitable stone Hashira is nothing short of inspiring. His strength, both physical and emotional, makes him a standout character in Kimetsu no Yaiba. From his powerful combat abilities to his unwavering dedication to protecting the innocent, Gyomei's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. And don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you're always in the loop with our latest content. We've got plenty more Kimetsu no Yaiba, character deep dives, episode reviews, and much more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep fighting and stay strong.